there's a lot of talk on YouTube now with a lot of black men talking about black women and how they behave and kind of going on this let's trash black women tirade. And of course there are some things that they say that I think, yeah, you're right, but a lot of it seems a little unwarranted in my opinion. A lot of it is like, dude, that is not the woman, that's you. That is, or not even you, that's us as men. That's something that us as men have to take into consideration and do better in. Why do you think there's this huge divide between black men and black women nowadays? Maybe not in reality, but in social media, which has such a huge effect on reality nowadays, it seems like there's a huge divide between black men and black women.
The gender wars. This may as well be World War III. Like,
I agree.
It's serious, and there's casualties on both sides. And here's what I think. I think people are hurt. I think people are genuinely hurt. Like, you don't have this much disdain for someone without pain being attached in there somewhere. Like, people who have not been damaged don't lash out at people like that. And I think because of either, like I said, I think it's experiences with negative people, trying things not working out, we tend to generalize. That's not a good thing to do. Like, generalization lumps a lot of people into a particular category. And if you think about it, if you are still trying to date someone in that category, like, how do you pick out the one good one? I think it's kind of like, almost kind of like insane to say, hey, I think all the black women out here are trash and they only want money, but I still want a black woman. Like, how does that compute? It doesn't make sense. You're like talking against your own interests.
Right.
And so I think, here's what I think honestly needs to happen. I think everybody needs to look at themselves first. Like, start with you. There's no way to stop the gender war talking to each other, because everyone's so hurt and has so much baggage. They have so many examples. Their friends got hurt. Their parents are telling them stuff about. There's too much of that. So what happened if people started getting better? What if people started like really healing, going to therapy, doing support groups? You don't even got to go to a support group about something. Like, start talking about these things rather than talking about other people, because that's essentially what it is. You're just talking about other people. Start working on yourself. Like, how do you start changing your own mentality to now identify other healthy people? Like, once you go ahead.
That's a very good point. I've never even thought about it like that. How the way you're going to be able to identify another healthy person is by being healthy yourself. Very valid point.
And think about it. The more you interact with healthy, the more you can identify it. Perfect example. I love avocados. I'm from the islands. I love avocados. The way I got good at picking avocados is feeling, touching, interacting with one that is just right. And so now when I go to the store, I have a criteria to follow that gets me the perfect avocado every single time. I don't pick no bad avocados. If you want some guacamole, say, Joe, go pick them. I got them. Right. Because I've had practice. I know what I'm looking for is very intentional and deliberate. And guess what? I ain't in the store all that long. I ain't sitting there picking through every single avocado. That's what people are doing in dating. Like, they don't have a method for how to pick somebody. So they spend all this time looking for avocados in the tomato bin, looking for an orange over there by the bananas. They don't have any type of measuring stick for what healthy is to be able to say, okay, this is healthy. Okay, they have this, iffy on that, and they definitely don't got that. Scratch, automatic, not debate whether or not it's potentially, no, delete and go on to someone who hits the healthy criteria. If we were going to end this gender war, people got to get healthy themselves.